Hello, I'm Christian Salas, the Chief Strategy Officer and Matchmaking Consultant for Singles Events Manila. Today I'm interviewing our founder and CEO, Vanessa Antonio. So thank you for joining us, Coach V. Can you please tell our audience a little bit about your background?
Hi, Chris. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to speak about Singles Events Manila because it has been my baby for more than 10 years now. So, Singles Events Manila started when I was 23, 24, and I've always been curious why people who seem to be a catch were finding challenging time to find the love of their lives. And for me, it doesn't make sense for people who are ready to find love not to find love, because love is supposed to be free, right?
Yes.
But then that my curiosity brought me to research, since I have a research background, particularly social research. I studied consular and diplomatic affairs in college, and I took a master's in sociology from De La Salle University.
Okay.
And using my research background, I explored the world of dating. And so instead of asking my friends, my parents about how should I go on dating, I turned to science to get the answers. And that's how Singles Events Manila started.
Okay, so what's the specific reason you started Singles Events Manila?
So to be very honest, I started it when I was single. I never had a boyfriend at 23. And I've always felt at 18 years old that I'm meant to find the love of my life. And so I was not alone in that journey after speaking with a lot of singles, because I've realized that a lot of people share the same concern. They are not finding the love of their lives. Or for some, they have met somebody, entered a relationship, but it did not last very long.
Yes.
And so I thought, how come we do not have an event that brings singles together so that they don't have to go through that process of asking, like, are you single? Are you dating someone? And so that's where the first event of Singles Events Manila came to life. We just want singles, so these are people who are romantically unattached, and professionals, because at the time I was already working, and me and my friends would love to meet people who are like-minded, so meaning they're also the ones who's already in the workforce. So we'll have the same background, and we'll have the same wavelength when it comes to socials.
So what have been some of the most memorable moments for you at Singles Manila?
So for Singles Events Manila, we have already organized more than 100 events. That's both in person and online. So for me, one of the most memorable was that time when we were able to gather 60 to 80 single professionals in one venue. So we had an almost 12-hour event. So it was supposed to be just a 6-hour event, but we have structured it in a way that from 1 to 6, we have a structured program. So that's games, activities, that's made to promote, to break physical barriers. So we make single professionals like us play childhood games, so that we will not feel ashamed, or we will not feel shy talking to each other, because we have had that shared memory. It's like a team building for single professionals. And then after that event, we've had our socials that lasted from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. So that was a very, very memorable event, not only for the length of the time, but also because of the couples that were developed from that particular event.
I see that. Okay, so one of the services you offer are dating coaching sessions. So can you tell our viewers how these sessions work?
Okay, so one of the services that we offered for Singles Events Manila is our science-based coaching session. So as in my research, we've found that there are specific strategies that could help people increase their likelihood of going on a second date, being more attractive, and just connecting with people. So the science-based coaching goes like, we will first do a SWOT analysis of your dating life, understanding your strength and weakness, and then we'll learn about your dating patterns and history. And then after that, we'll give solution-based and action-oriented dating tips so that you could apply that moving forward in your dating life.
What have been some of your biggest successes from your dating coaching sessions?
So one of our many success stories for date coaching would be this particular guy. He is an engineer, 32 years old, And he came to me and told me that he's already convinced that he found the love of his life. But the problem is the woman hardly knows about him. And so even if he was convinced already that the woman was the love of his life, when he was trying to court the woman, all he receives is no, no, no. So he worked with me for 3 to 6 months, and we've kind of strategized how to go on with ligaw. Basically, I just helped him understand the woman's psychology when it comes to dating, and also guided him along the way what to do when you're courting somebody. And part of that would be courting the people around that woman, which turned out to be very, very effective. So by the way, they ended up married already right now,
wow.
just after
Congratulations.
1 year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's terrific. So another exciting service we offer is the Singles Social Club,
Yeah.
which I'm a part of too. So can you tell our viewers some of the fun activities we do?
All right. So a single social club naman is a get together for single professionals wherein they really don't have to go to weddings, bars every weekend. So basically, a social club is a community wherein no person is left behind during weekends. So it's single professionals hanging out every Wednesday online, especially for those who are overseas. They can join us in our events. We have different themed Zoom parties, but the highlight would be our weekly Saturday night outs, where we hang out, play games, try some new places and restaurants. And most of all, the best part here, all of the attendees are singles.
Yeah.
The possibilities are limitless. The reason why singles also go to these events, because it's not like just eat and drink. There's like a program or a game that participants can participate into to avoid the quiet moment and to incentivize and to encourage interaction between the attendees.
Oh, great. So in your many years of running the Singles Social Club, what has been some of the most memorable activities you have conducted?
So one of the most memorable activities that we've conducted for the Single Social Club is what we call the Singles Out of Town Trip, where we brought single professionals in a out of town location, and that is like an overnight team building party. So we've had talks, we've had activities by the pool, and then we have a lot of heart-to-heart talks also in the evening, and some motivational in the morning, wherein we've encouraged men to step up and to lead, and for women to become more allowing and let men lead. So one of the activities that we did is wherein we've asked the men to carry the ladies around. So after that activity, the men feel so like strong, and the women feel like, oh, I want to be taken care again of men, because many of our attendees are like strong, independent women. Like these are women who are also doing well in their jobs. That sometimes we tend to feel like we don't need a man, right?
Yeah.
But I do believe that men and women need each other, and love is the greatest thing on earth. It's part of our endeavor to encourage them to let love in their lives through these interaction and practices.
Yeah, many couples have met through the Singles Social Club too, right? And quite a few even got married.
Yeah.
And our viewers can see our testimonials online. We also offer an elite matchmaking service.
That's true.
Can you tell our viewers how our matchmaking service works?
Okay, so one of the services that we're very, very proud of is called the matchmaking service. So one thing that I have not mentioned is after I started Singles Events Manila, and we've seen so many couples coming out of those events, I told myself, Chris, I want to do this seriously and professionally. So one of the things that I did was I flew to the United States to study in a place called Matchmaking Institute. It's an institute based in New York, and they're one of the very few institutes that certifies matchmakers all around the world. And I am the first Filipina to serve the Philippines to be certified by this institute.
Oh, great. So what have been some of your biggest successes from your matchmaking services?
Okay, so for the matchmaking services, this is one of our premium services wherein we let our clients experience a holistic approach to dating. So it starts with a coaching. It also includes giving them passes to all our trainings, workshops, and of course all our dating events. And one of the most sought after part of the matchmaking is that we really study their preferences and non-negotiables, and we do executive search in order to find someone that fits their criteria. So one of the best parts also here is we do not just match you to somebody that you like, but we find somebody who has a mutual interest to meet you. So there's kind of like a common interest to meet each other. Yeah.
Okay, so what exciting things do you see for the future of Singles Events Manila?
For Singles Events Manila right now, we're only offering these top 3 services, wherein we're doing the science-based coaching, the social club, and the matchmaking service. But Singles Events Manila also is evolving into a training company, wherein we've worked with many Filipino companies already when it comes to training their staff on social skills and other soft skills. So we feel like since we were able to help people find love through social skills, we can also help other industries and businesses become better in social interactions through our social skills trainings.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Coach V, for answering my questions about Singles Events Manila today. Now, it's up to you viewers out there to take responsibility for your social and love life. So check out our services below and pick the ones that will best work for you right now.